Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the GeekyAnts YouTube channel. Today, we have with us the sales head of GeekyAnts, Divya Tripathi, and we are going to talk about what the industry has been in the last financial year and some interesting insights on what it is going to be in this current financial year that we've just started. Okay, so welcome, Divya. Nice to have you.
Thank you
And
so much, Rakesh.
I'll just get right into the question. How has we just completed 31st March, which is the financial year that we do.
Yes.
A lot of running around here and there. I could see everybody
Yes.
doing that. So how has the year been in terms of insights, numbers, whatever you feel like sharing? How has the year been for you?
Oh, 2025 has been great, of course, with the advancement of AI, lot of Gen AI requirements coming into picture, agentic AI with the involvement, how the automation and AI will play a role in most of the organization, be it startup, mid-level or enterprise level. Many new things, very exciting things overall from the market perspective also. Overall, 2025 has been great in terms of closures, in terms of partnerships that we have done in last year. Of course, the numbers has been great. Probably I'll not share those numbers. But yes, I think a lot of learnings with a lot of conference that we have attended in Europe, Middle East, US as well. That we have pivoted our strategy overall. It's been a great learning, understanding the vision overall, what's coming next in few years with new technologies. We have learned those insights, of course, and we are taking those insights into defining the new OKRs that we are doing, that you must have seen, of course, and how this will be aligning with our vision next. So it's wonderful.
Sounds exciting. I'm very curious to know the shift in requirements, though.
Yeah.
Right? Last year, April 2024, AI was there,
Yes.
but it was not in your face there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
2025, when we end March, we have had DeepSeek, we've had Claudes.
Yeah.
Agentic AI has become like, it's not just a buzzword. Everyone is saying it
Yeah.
at this point.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's everything has to be AI. How has that shift been? What was the kind of outlook towards AI in say April 2024 and now? What is the trend that you have noticed?
I'd say the trend remains the same, of course. The requirements are almost like same, but at the same time, clients are expecting it to be very in a rapid scale, right?
They're expecting it to be very fast.
Yes, yes. The launch to market is the word, I guess.
Yeah, go to market.
Yeah, go to market.
Yeah.
It's very fast, right?
Okay.
People are expecting it to be mainly startups. They are expecting it to be on low code, no code. A customized solution are becoming a key, right? So you have a customized solution, and how can you put in your features? Yes, put in your features and just roll out in the market, right? That's the need of our, right? However, I'll say overall requirements would remain the same. Of course, you need to have a skilled developer. You need to have security and compliances in place when it comes to the enterprise or mid-level companies as well. However, the need to have the urgency in the market has rolled out, and of course, the automation AI has played a lot of role. So I'll say with in GeekyAnts, we have because we have invested a lot on R&D, on AI, and automating our internal processes, as well as how we can, pitch the similar things to client as well, has helped us a lot to convert most of the clients over these months or year.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that it's always a culture for us to do internal R&D at a very rapid scale first and then take it to market, which also helps our clients.
Yes. Yes.
So, I do understand that when we get on a call, right? When we get on a consulting call, it is always a consultation that we provide to the person who joins in, right? What is the has the way that we approach the consulting, has the way that the insights that we give, the business recommendations that we give, has that changed in the last financial year?
I'll say yes, because Earlier it was not only earlier it was sort of resource augmentation model or a plain surface, but this is my requirement, this is what we have to provide. But now with the cost effectiveness, with the having the local node cool code tool, yeah. Yes, platforms are there in out there market. So you have to also change how you are pitching your engagement model. You have to be very, very flexible. Okay. And at the same time, how you are providing the cost effective solution. So you have to mold your engagement model, you have to mold your entire pitch, which should be very suitable to the end client. Right. So of course there is a shift how we have pitched our services in past versus now. Yeah,
Right.
there's a major shift.
Makes sense. What are the clients asking for? What are the potential partners asking for more these days? What's the demand like?
AI is everywhere. So AI, some sort of AI features
In everything.
in everything, like in any of the mobile application, web platform, anything you are building around that, some sort of an AI has to be introduced in that, in phases wise probably.
Okay.
Because people are still figuring out, right? Because there is a lot of chaos, if you really see, Rakesh. People are want to implement those, but they need to have help, or the partners like us or the consultant like us who can guide them into this entire journey, right? How the product roadmap has to be built, how these things has to be in phase wise and not in the first phase itself where you are just evaluating your idea in the market, right? So these guidance has to be given mainly to the startups or to entrepreneurs.
Okay. Does the approach change between a startup and a enterprise client
Always.
based in terms of
Yes.
what they're asking?
Yes,
Okay.
always.
What's the difference?
So startups are, like I mentioned, they are how quickly we can go in the market, how
Speed is very much
speed is
important.
very, very important.
Yeah.
Because lot of tools are also there out in the market, the third party tools, which can do your work much, much faster, of course. So you'll have to mold your direction to them in that way, right? Versus enterprises are very compliant today also onto the security aspects and all, how their data is safe, how their end user is communicating on the platform, how they are now also onto the legacy systems, I will say.
Okay.
And they seek help to come out of that slowly. But I think the shift will happen in a few years.
Yes. Okay.
Right now it's pretty slow in terms of
Okay.
enterprise level, I'll say.
So what I have also noticed is that enterprise want some things to be built from scratch most of the time, right? They want things to be worked on just for them.
Yes.
Whereas startups and entrepreneurs and even some mid-level or companies are okay with going for low code, no code,
Yes.
or like custom template tools
Yes,
that we
yes,
have,
yes,
right?
yes.
What is that point in which you will suggest that, hey, the no code tool is not for you. You should go for a built from scratch approach.
Yes.
What is that point or what is the requirement that will tell you to advise that?
Yeah. Like I've mentioned, right? So where the security is not a major deal, right? Where let's say a B2C application, simple B2C application, we are evaluating our idea into market. We can suggest them because you are just evaluating that, right? So we can suggest them you integrate some of the third party application. You can build on top of it, right? Like we have so many customized solution ourselves in house, right? Be it stock or grocery platform. We have the healthcare platform, yeah, e-commerce. A lot of we have the customized solution that is specifically for the enterprise or starting company who just want to evaluate their idea with the quick changes in their current application. Versus this is not at all applicable when we are talking about enterprise companies, because they already have the infra in place, right? So they are more concerned onto the how the security comes into picture, of course, with the exposure of data, with Gen AI or the other aspects. They are more concerned today. How we are keeping the data as private as possible. In fact, a company like us, they'll not go ahead with the smaller companies or freelancers, never, because of this compliance
The
reason,
compliance
of
reason.
course.
What is the let's say a checklist? What is a checklist that a potential that an entrepreneur or a startup or when I will ask the same thing with enterprise, but let's go for startup first. What is a checklist that a startup or an entrepreneur should look at when thinking of partnering with someone for their application development requirements? What's that checklist? What should the partner
Yeah.
pick? Yep.
First of all, I'll say who understand your vision, right? Who are investing into the, we call it discovery phase here at GeekyAnts, wherein we understand your vision, we define the scope well, and we invest a lot of time on that, right? So, for a startup or for entrepreneur, it's very important that someone is there with them in this journey, right? In the journey, yes. They are developing their dream project and they want to launch it. They want their end users to use it, right? So they want some tech partners who can be in their journey. So investing into their vision or discovery phase is super important. Then right selection of technology, how we are investing a lot into the user experience part of the application is super important. And of course, like overall give them the cost effective solution is gonna be I'll say the checklist for entrepreneurs or startups.
I think very clear checklist. One is find someone who invests in your vision, then find someone who knows the best tech stack
Yes.
solution for you, and find someone who can give you the best user experience in the
Yes,
budget
yes.
that you have.
Yeah, and of course, to add what you just mentioned is a clear cut roadmap and the clear picture of this is when your product will be delivered, if it is a month of 2 months, 3 months, or 5 months. Clear journey. These are the sprints when this product of yours will be delivered. So that build that credibility, right? That yes, I'll be getting in these milestone, and at the end of the 3 months, I'll have my real project ready.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
How does that change for enterprise? How does the checklist change for enterprise, or is it the same?
No, this it's
Okay.
a little different, of course.
Yeah. Look.
Because they have already their infra. They want things in certain way, of course, because of their existing technology stack or their existing team that is already there with them. So a lot of restriction comes, of course. I'll not say restriction. These are like they have to adhere to.
There are
this, right?
rules already
There are
in
rules, or
place.
they have to adhere to that, right? So that checklist, of course, changes. So we have to sometime mold our engagement, mold our overall strategy in their way.
So you're talking about flexibility to accommodate.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, of
Makes
course,
sense.
of course. So yeah, checklist will change when we are talking about the enterprise companies.
Okay. So how does every enterprise is looking at AI, right?
Yes, yes, of course.
That's very clear from the conversation that we're having. What is the one thing that you've noticed? One thing that you've noticed enterprise asking a lot. What is the most demanded in terms of AI? Is it just chatbots, generative AI chatbots, or what other than chatbots are the demand coming in for?
I think they are moving out of their legacy system, of course, to implement all these, the Gen AI, agentic AI things. So along with AI and automation, um, uh, I think one more thing like automation, I want to detail it out because
Yeah.
most of the enterprise level companies, be it manufacturing, real estate, or e-commerce, they are finding the ways how this entire process can be automated, how probably some redundant work can be eliminated over, or at least they can decrease the intensity of it, right? So those things, they are coming up with these kind of problem statement. Many enterprises have come up with these sort of problem statement. Hey, I have this, we work in this manner. How can you introduce the Gen AI part to reduce this overall efficiency? How can you increase, or how can you like cost effectiveness solution you can provide, and things like that, right? So we have got so many problem statements, and how our solution will be helpful to them. That's where I think R&D comes into play, right? Because we did a lot of R&D, we found it like very helpful to pitch to these kind of clients.
We already have the base.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I remember one of our healthcare clients who were asking some sort of fitness solution, and because we did the RA of that, we showcased, and he was super impressed with it.
Okay.
So this things helps, of course.
Okay. So very strong R&D needed, I think, in terms of AI. Okay,
Absolutely.
great. And you spoke about industries, right?
Yeah.
What's the industry that's adopting this new AI wave most enthusiastically, according to you? I think overall all the industries are adapting, okay, but majorly I see a major shift in fintech. I see a major shift in healthcare. We have seen a lot of supply chain, manufacturing companies, real estate. All these are because these are like super giant companies, many of the big company enterprise level. So they are, like I've mentioned, they are trying to eliminate the redundant process as much as they can. So, with the introduction of AI to pivoting to microservices architecture rather than monolithic that they have been working on from past few years now. So, these things have been shift. And to answer your question, these are the major industries that we have, got a lot of problem statements from. And this is where our Just
shift is
adopting it
also.
much more
Yes,
enthusiastically.
absolutely.
So I'm noticing a lot of what you've said is mostly internal tools, not customer facing ones, tools that you and I use,
Yeah.
apart from fintech, more or less,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
It's mostly big organization streamlining the process through AI,
Yes, yes.
right? Okay, understood. Is the same thing for startup? Are startups asking for customer facing applications more, or are they looking to build internal tools for themselves? What is the case there?
No, I think because for startups the risk is higher, but then of course they have like limited time to experiment the things and all. They are quick in those terms, right? So they introduce these things. They can experiment on B2C application, which is not the case for enterprise. Of course, they cannot do it, right? So, and startups we have seen, and we have 2 or 3 client of us who have introduced the AI parts of it to their B2C application that is redundant, that is rapidly used by their end users right now also. So there is a like shift if you compare it with the enterprise versus startups. They can take a more risk, right? Of course,
Yeah.
if you compare it with enterprises.
What's the
Yes.
most interesting project that you have got last year that we have helped, we've given consultation to? What's the most interesting project?
Yeah. So one I think I was mentioning of the fitness and tracking application. So it was AI based, how health conscious people can track their calories, how can they measure their all the parameters of the health and fitness thing. That was one of the recent that was one of the first or second inquiries that we had got in the healthcare regarding the AI. And I remember recently we have been speaking to this company. So they are into refining the business processes. So what they're doing is to minimize their SMEs work, because if you are, if you have to refine any business process of a company, you need to understand their process very well, right? Yeah. Beforehand itself. So what these guys are doing is, earlier SME used to understand the entire process of theirs, and they used to refine. So they are replacing that with the AI bot.
Oh,
Yeah, so that the entire SME can be shift to more strategic decision versus gathering the data. So that part is super interesting to us, and we are actually having a lot.
what's the scale? How big of a?
They are working with a lot of enterprises companies
Okay.
as well. So yeah, it's a SaaS platform, of course. So it's a no big scale. So we have given a good consultation to them. We are having a great fruitful conversation with them right now. It was super interesting to me, to be honest. So like, okay, we are not replacing the SME. They are involved into more strategic decision, but at the same time we are getting the work done. That's a very redundant process anyways, right? So it was very interesting to me.
Okay. So what have we done? I'll come to questions for the internal teams. What have we done internally as a team that allows us to provide a much more informed, much more data-based consultation in this age of AI? What are the changes internally that the team made this year?
Okay, internally we have shifted a lot of things, right? So how we can squeeze our operational processes, and we can invest our time with the client rather. So we have decreased our overall proposal process, the
Timelines.
RFQ reviewing process to all to I think half an hour.
Oh, that's
Yeah, because we have built our estimation builder, right?
Okay.
That's our AI based tool for codation. So wherein you can just go have the input set up and it will give you estimation in few minutes. So that's been very helpful to us. So we have come out of lot of those day-to-day operational tasks that we used to do it earlier, and we so that we can invest time with our clients. That's very much
That's
required.
important. Yeah.
Those has helped a lot, and of course automating a lot of to a lot of our operational work in CRM. So like you were mentioning about the data driven decisions, of
Yep.
course CRM is one tool or one centralized platform wherein it can give you very futuristic data. So that has helped us a lot to monthly or quarterly we sit and we reform our strategy decision based on that. So I think these two things have helped us a lot.
Understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found the 30-minute thing very interesting. So let's say a company comes in and says that, hey, we want to partner with you for an application. You're saying that we can give them like a estimation in
Yeah.
very less than
Yeah.
30 minutes. Oh, amazing. Quite
Yeah.
interesting.
We are actually working on actually r- more than actually less than 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'll give you in like 10 minutes also. We are working on that roadmap. I think
Right.
we will see also.
Okay.
So yeah, in terms
No matter how complex the project is.
yeah. I mean, this has to be sort of template based,
Mm.
and on top of it, if you want to customize it, you can do that,
That's
and it will give you at least the first level of codation in again 5 to 10 minutes.
right.
So this is the power of automation and introduction of Gen AI tools, I'll say.
Makes sense. Amazing.
Yeah.
So I think we're at the end. Last question would be, how does the industry look in this coming year? Um, we started with a bang with DeepSeek, like it just disrupted everything.
Yes.
We now have a little bit of stability in terms of how industries are adopting AI. There's like a little bit of clearer roadmap. What is your future prediction on how the next year is going to be in terms of how the industry will approach their application development requirements?
I think application development requirement will be very strongly be there. Of course, you need consultants like us to have the clear roadmap of the product. Of course, however, of course, a few things will be will be required. Will be how cost effective your solution is. How quickly you are proposing the platform to be in the market. Of course, these things will play a pivotal role because now we have to somewhere we have to also compete with these low code tools, also AI tools, also of course the security and all is a different challenge altogether. But at the same time, we as a consulting firm probably we have to compete with these tools as well. So I think next year is also very exciting with new things in AI coming every day, of course. But I think basics might remain the same. But of course, how much you can automate, how much you can have the R&Ds in place, super important. And how customized experience you can give it to your clients will be a key to have the successful
I
sales.
think the future looks customization and cost effectiveness. That's the future.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Okay, it's great. Thank you so much, Divya. Thanks for joining in. So that was Divya, everybody. Hope you liked the episode. We will be putting this conversation live on our blog as well, so you can read the entire snippets and the key insights. There will also link a few articles and resources there for you to check it out. So do visit our blog. And always thank you for joining. Do like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.